Hello and welcome to version 6.10. In this release we've added a number of features that'll aid investigators by speeding up the time it takes to open, find, view, sort, analyze and print all their mobile forensic data. First on the list is the new Create Template option. If you go to any of the analytical views and click on them, you'll see a new function here for templates. If you regularly create the same sort of searches, this gives you the option to do it. So say for example you'd like to create a new template. Go into the default view settings, select a criteria by which you will default. Perhaps it's just the last month or the last week that you would like to look at. Give this view a particular name and then save as a template. This function will then be available for list views, as we can see here. I click on test one and immediately I have all the data that's created in the last couple of weeks. Next on the list is the enhanced sorting capability and filtering functions for the list view. This is to help you speed up finding relevant data and to eliminate wading through lots of unnecessary data. At the top of the list view image here, you'll see you have the sort by function, and if you click on the down arrow, you can now sort by time, file ID, view ID, name, telephone number, file size and related application. So for example, if I wanted to click on file ID, which relates to the device within XAMN, you can see that all phone data from number 1 is listed in order. Alternatively, if you wish to filter by, simply click on the filter by option and you can filter by name, telephone number, chat ID. So for example, if we're looking for a piece of text and I type in Baltimore, click apply, and then any events with the words Baltimore in will now appear for me. The next improvement is in the conversation view. Chat messages and email have now been added to conversation view to enhance the reporting functionality, and as you can see here, we can switch between different chat views and the view displays in the same way that you would see the data on a smartphone screen. Added to this, when you click on the report button, the print button at the top, you now get a PDF which mirrors the image perfectly with the speech bubbles, which is an enhancement we've added for version 6.10. Also in conversation view, we've now added a shortcut to the contact, so if you want to see who the device is speaking to, simply click on the icon at the top to identify who the individual is in the conversation view. The home screen on XAMN for 6.10 has now changed. This is the new view that you'll be welcomed with, and as you can see, recent case files that have been opened or used are now listed on the left hand side. So another feature to help you move quickly through the XAMN report and gather more data. Another new feature in XAMN version 6.10 is an update to the licensing system. If you go to the help section of XAMN and click on the new license icon, a dialog screen will open with the license settings. You now have the ability, once you've selected your license, to activate, renew and deactivate online or offline. If I click on, for example, deactivate license, you can see here I have the ability to deactivate online or deactivate manually. XAMN's license system is linked to the machine ID of the computer. If you wish to transfer the license to another machine, simply deactivate either online or manually using a USB memory stick, and then you can transfer the license with ease automatically to another machine. Another feature that's new in XAMN 6.10 is the quick report. If you now right-click your mouse on any of the views in the left-hand side of the case, you will see that we now have a quick create PDF report. Click on that and the report will ask you where you want to save it, and then within a couple of seconds the report will be created. The report will be created as so. Finally, in the options menu and tools, there is now a default where you can minimize the case data and filters panels by default. If I click that and then save, and I create a new conversation view, you'll now see that the filters on the right hand side I've removed from by default. They're easily retrievable by clicking on the icon and dragging them out, but by default they no longer appear. Don't forget, in XAMN there's a host of excellent features to help you visualize and analyze data easier. You can import call data records from network providers. You can import other forensic tool files. You can drag and drop XRY files natively from XRY into XAMN. And there's also user added data and tagging. Up to 50 XRY reports can be added at any one time, and XAMN continues to improve with every new release. Thanks for listening.